Hello guys, this is Meg at Chasing Retro, and today is the unveiling of the Sesame Street journals that I have just finished this weekend. This is video 3 of 3. If you want to see the other two, they will be in my videos in order. This one only is going to show 2 journals, but they will both be available in my shop tonight, July 7th at 8:30 Eastern, unless they are claimed beforehand. If you would like to claim one, please email me. My email address is below. My Etsy shop link is also below. I am finalizing the prices on these as we speak. I'm crunching some numbers right now. So if you have reserved one or you've reached out about reserving one already, I will be emailing you as soon as I can this afternoon to let you know the total with plus shipping. So these are both Telltales, and one is ring bound and one is bound in. The only reason why I did this one ring bound is because the title was so close to the edge, I did not want to cover any of it with fabric, so I decided to do ring bound. It's been a while since I've made one, and I really do enjoy making them. So this measures 6 3/8 by 5 1/4. And the rings holding everything in are 1 1/2. You could probably switch to a 2-inch ring if you wanted. I just didn't have any 2-inch colored rings in my stash. And it is tied with this vintage yarn trim that I sewed sort of a belt end to with some vintage fabric. All of the journals are going to include a laminated bookmark that has bead dangles, and this is this one. So it's a vintage Big Bird, and I've spelled Big Bird out with letter beads, and we have a plastic letter. Lots of fun colors in here. Oops. And there he is. So the Little Goldens and all the other ones so far have anywhere between 15, 16, 17 pages per signature. This one doesn't have signatures, obviously, and I did not count the pages. I'm going to guess 35, 40. I could be a little off, but it is just, it's full. It's full and it's stacked, and it has a lot of writing space for sure, even though it's a tiny little book. It's tiny but mighty. On the bottom here was just a big white blank space, and I was like, you know what? Let's use a vintage Denison label. So that could be a nameplate for you. Here's a cluster with a button on this double pocket. And we have a little bulletin board letter and a ticket and a dry cleaning stub. And then up here we have a eyelet with a rubber ducky and a Grover card and a, this is tissue paper made into a tag. Now, all of the journals that I'm putting up for sale that are Sesame Street have hidden QR codes among the ephemera. So those, once you scan those with your Photos app in your smartphone, it will lead you to links, and they're all tested links. It could be anything from a video of a classic Sesame Street segment, or a trivia game, or just a random Sesame Street themed website. I hope you guys have fun with them. Here's a Tweedlebug asking how to get to Sesame Street. A little Kermit Tux, but I didn't put anything in here. I need to add a little card to this. I can't believe it. This is the only empty pocket I have found so far, and normally I have one in every journal. This is a little envelope with a closure and a little fabric tag. This is a card made from an image cut out of a crib sheet. I ordered this on eBay. It was a 70s crib sheet. And this flips out. I did order quite a bit, more than I normally do, of ephemera for these because I wanted them to be authentically retro. We have a little Project Life card, which seemed perfect for these. And there is Bob coming down the stairs. I won't show all the QR codes because I want the new owner to have fun finding them. Here's some rickrack or zigzag trim, a book page. Tuck spot with Cookie Monster. This is brayered paper. This folds out. We have a pocket up here with a mixed media tag and a flashcard. These are authentic flashcards from 1978. This is a modern flashcard, and this is a page from a vintage fun pad. This is vintage gift wrap. Look at this cool multiplication flashcard. Here is the sign language lady and a journaling card with Roosevelt Franklin. Here's a Yip Yip, and we have felt letters. This is hand painted Yip Yip, by the way. This is just a embossed piece of vellum. Here is a vinyl clear pocket. Shaker card. All of the journals have a shaker card. This is a season 1 Big Bird. He looked a little different in season 1. And there's his teddy bear Radar. Flashcard. Each journal comes with a jersey knit shirt for Ernie and a handmade Hooper Store sales ticket. Bulletin board letter and a flashcard. Do y'all remember this little segment where he fished by calling the fish? These are just shapes that I made into an embellishment. Little tags that pull out. This opens up to reveal 2 journaling cards. This is painted, and there's a QR code on the back of this that will make this make sense if you're not familiar with that image. My husband drew this, actually. Could not find that image anywhere, so he drew it for me. This is, each journal has a googly-eyed card, and this is the cookie one for this one. There's a corner pocket with a vintage wallpaper tag. A vintage fabric tag. Decoupage napkin card. Here's a little TV that I've put an image from the show on it. Little felt 3. Here is a shaped journaling card, a book page envelope with a journaling card inside. We have a masterboard card and a paint by, I keep saying paint by number, paint with water page. Here is a Big Bird feather and wallpaper with Kermit on it. Little news reporter. A mailbox from one of the Sesame Street magazines, vintage gift wrap. Someone sent this to me in Happy Mail. This is from the magazine. I stamped some bricks to look like a brick wall. Little journaling card and vintage gift wrap made into a card. card. Cookie quote. This is a Betty Crocker recipe card. Grover page. Oh, gift wrap. Wallpaper, and then this flips out. Here she is. Her expressions always make me laugh. Here's a little sack. I put some flowers on it. And then we have a flashcard. Here's the flashcard. Oops, that's not supposed to be on there. This is just a page, and this is supposed to be on the clip. It's just a little historical page. Every book will receive one of these. And a felt Bert. I think it was supposed to be clipped on here. Yeah. That's not right. Let me slide this over a little bit. Letter stickers, a little divider card, a page from a phone book. This is an invite, and I taped it in so it could be folded out like that. Flashcard. There's Cookie. Here we have a belly band with a felt Z and a journaling card. And then a paper cluster. This is a little game piece from one of the magazines. And a journaling card with the bulletin board edging. Okay, so this one will be in my shop at 8:30 tonight. I'm going to name all of these by the name of the book itself. Big Bird Follows the Signs. Every journal will come with a rubber ducky as well. These don't squeak, unfortunately, but they look just like Ernie's, I thought. The last one, and this one is also available, is another Telltale book, and it is Sherlock Hemlock and the Great Tweedledbug Mystery. This one was a lot of fun and honestly a challenge for me color-wise, because as you can see, we have some hot orange and hot pink, but then we had this drab olive plaid. So I kind of went with it, and I used fabric to match here and ribbon to match, but then I put a bright tassel on it. I just had to bring in some more bright colors on this one. And I left the inside as it is. Hold on, my kitty cat wants to get down, because it's just perfect and colorful. We have a little Betty Lou right there with a quote that I typed out. We have a eyelet with a rubber ducky, a little N, a ticket, and a little playing card. And then up here we have a fabric tag, a regular tag, and a journaling card. So these, I didn't show you the measurements of this one, hold on. Standard Whitman's Telltale size, so roughly 6.5 by 5 1/4 and 2-inch spine. Anywhere from 15 to 16 pages per signature. I don't remember. I think I added 1 or 2 extra in each one. So I was going to try to stick with 15, but I ended up just adding more. A side pocket with Sesame Street sign, journaling card, wallpaper tag, and a page from the phone pad. Big Bird, I put You Are Beautiful there. Some felt letters, some vintage gift wrap, washi tape. I sewed around some pages. Flashcard, a Braillard card, fabric cluster on some dyed paper. This is some cardstock that I had that looked like bricks. Journaling card inside a large side pocket. Here's a crayon envelope. This came off of a tote bag that I bought at Marshall's, and I turned it into a little journaling card. And this is a Project Life card. Here's Ernie's shirt in the jersey knit stripe, and then a masterboard card. Cookie Monster, vintage coloring book, brayered paper. A felt letter is adhesive on the back, and a shaped journaling card. Here is a Big Bird feather, and a journaling card, a flash card, and a Hooper store sales slip that I made. A chipboard cluster here with some corrugated. Here's a tag made out of tissue paper, a journaling card, and a Fix-It Shop tag. I folded it down so it would fit. There's 2 journaling cards in here. Bulletin board letter and a fun pad page. This little guy that eats at the restaurant. Vintage trim, a cluster of fabric, Ernie's Even fabric. Flip page envelope, not Ernie, Bert. And there's Grover. With a felt letter. A vinyl pocket of Sherlock. There's a QR code on the back of that, so you can watch that segment. And then there's Harry. The shaker card for this one is a black and white image of one of the brownstones on the street. Belly band. Flip up with a button cluster, mixed media tag, and fold out paint with water with a honker. A little side band with Bert holding paper clips. Here's a Yip Yip, and here is a behind the scenes historical tidbit page. A dry cleaning ticket and a little TV. There's Kermit. Clipped here we have a felt pieced card and a flash card. Here is a card made out of the crib sheet. Wallpaper. This is a fold-out invite. A little tuck spot circle. A little tiny sticker sheet. Journaling card, and a journaling card with googly eyes. There's the bookmark. Oh, I didn't show you the bookmark for this one, did I? It's Bert, and it has paper clips, and it spells out paper clips. And it's got a letter D. Sorry about that. Fold out envelope, Bert and Ernie. Little tiny pockets with a game piece, number 4. another game piece, and a ticket. I love this picture. This ledger folds out like this. Wallpaper pocket with Roosevelt and vintage fabric tag, a flash card, and a flash card. Okay, so these two that I showed in this video will be available in my Etsy shop tonight unless you would like to reserve it. Oh, we're done. Thank y'all for watching. If you haven't seen the other two videos, please go search for them. And I appreciate all of you so, so much for encouraging me, being patient with me, watching tirelessly my long videos and ramblings about things that are exciting to me, like Sesame Street. I hope you guys have a great day.